Traveling Tradies is an exchange, right? Traveling Tradies is a way for us to introduce Australian tradies to hotels and hostels around the world where they can swap their skills for food and accommodation. Typically the exchange that we set the criteria at is 3 hours of a tradie skills per day for 2 meals and accommodation. What usually happens as an included is you get free tours, you get free bicycles, surfboards, activities, hiking, all the good stuff that you don't necessarily know how to do in a place, where to go, what to see. You get all that local knowledge as well. So it's kind of, you get food and accommodation, which is set, but there's so much more that's included from it, right? The three kind of elements that we're trying to build with Traveling Tradies is social connections, right? Becoming a global local wherever you go. That insight and local knowledge is super invaluable, yeah? We've got affordable travel, and that comes from the service, the exchange, yeah? My skills for your food and accommodation. It's something you can afford and something I can afford, and we both end up having a great time out of it. And the third is health and well-being. Travel expands the mind, it makes you feel good, you're living life on your terms, and you're having an epic adventure. Plumber by trade, I worked in the industry for about 10 years, and I got to a point in my life where I was earning awesome money, but I could never feel the void inside me, yeah? I was earning $2 grand a week, but I was spending $1,500 a week getting fucked up every weekend because I was miserable and I was trying to make myself happy. I got to a point where I was waking up every morning dreading to go to work, doing the same shit day in, day out, and I got to a point where there was a couple guys I knew in Perth that ended up taking their own lives in the space of a week. And for me, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. I resigned from my job, I booked a one-way ticket to South America, and I disappeared for the next 3 years. The first month I was overseas, I spent a third of what I'd saved. Yeah, so I saved 12 grand, I spent that over the next 3 years, but the first month I spent 4. And to save myself going home sooner than I wanted, I had to think of something. I really wanted to stay. I had a 6-month goal to myself. So I was staying at a hostel. I went and spoke to the hostel owner and I basically said, bro, your hostel looks like shit. Let me fix it up for you and give me food and accommodation. To my surprise, he said yes. And then I basically had jobs and went around every country around South America using my skills. And it was the barter system and exchange system. Hosts around the world need these skills. They can't afford it. It's something that they really need because there's so much foot traffic going in and out of hostels. And we've got the skills. To us, little things like hanging a TV on the wall or changing a washer in a tap is fucking easy. But to them, it's invaluable. So when we got to Rio, I got a text message from a friend of mine. He told me to contact a hostel owner called Gabriel in a place called Buzios. We had no idea who he was, we'd never met him, but we heard that he wanted some tradies, right? So we headed to Buzios and we met him there, and he was amazing, right? He's an ex-marine biologist and he wanted a different direction in life. So we started a hostel, and then when we came, he was over the moon. He was over the moon because he had so much shit to do. There's always people coming in and out of his hostel that when we arrived, he was overwhelmed because we could do all those and fix those little things and repair those things that he needed done, but 1, couldn't afford, 2, had no idea how to do it, and 3, couldn't find the right people. So it was just an amazing because he showed us around all these local areas, all the epic places. He welcomed us like his friends. And in return, we gave him our skills and he was stoked.